I actually think I will keep buying it and not go back to my CeraVe moisturizer, which is like crazy because I've used that for like nearly a year since my skin had a freak out.
I heard people talking about it.
And you're like, I have that somewhere.
But I was kind of like, oh, I don't really know how I feel about tube moisturizers.
You know what? I would be really curious to see how you feel about this in another couple of months.
I have another serum.
Yes.
This one was embargoed, which is when they send an email saying, do not talk about this.
It's so scary when this happens.
Because you're like, you just know, one day you just think, what if I accidentally, what will happen?
I'm just a girl.
Also, given that it's like, it's just skincare, guys.
I know.
Why
no,
am I so
it's
scared?
such a big deal though, because like these things are like, they're held in the biggest like vaults of all time.
Yes,
yeah.
because, and I do get it, like the cosmetic chemists and the team behind the products, they've put so much work in, they don't want any information leaked before, like, I get it.
Before it's time.
So it's the Paula's Choice Cellular Youth Longevity Serum.
I love Paula. Tell me all about it.
Isn't she just fantastic? Leader in clinical skincare. And what we love about Paula's Choice is that they do clinical skincare but don't charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars for everything. And she actually says, she's like, there's no reason to. I do think that that is probably easier to say as someone who has the distribution to, they're putting out thousands of products every single day, hundreds of thousands.
They're a huge company. Like they have the access.
Exactly. But they don't really do super expensive products. Science-driven beauty. They've introduced their latest innovation, which is a breakthrough formulation clinically proven to slow down skin's aging process at its source. So developed over 5 years of research.
Embargo, I see why.
Yes. This cutting-edge serum marks an exciting turning point in skincare science. The innovative formula allows consumers to reclaim their aging journey and feel confident in their results, because rather than waiting to treat wrinkles, skin laxity, and dark spots after they appear, now consumers can actually proactively slow down and address the 12 signs of visible aging that we generally don't really love, caused by the natural decline in cellular energy over time. So they're saying it isn't an anti-aging product. It is the power to future-proof your skin at any age.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Do we know like what's in it or how it works, or is it all very like hidden behind?
No, they've got a bunch of really fancy ingredients in it, but the two that they are highlighting as what they've done the most research into, I guess, are Exosomes, which I said was going to be one of the biggest buzzwords, if not the biggest buzzword in skincare science in 2026.
I think you called that, Kel.
I really
think you did.
So that is derived from goji berry. These plant-based messages help support cellular communication for smoother, more resilient skin. That's actually, I feel like maybe we do need to do a deep dive into the exosomes, because that's actually a really basic way of
describing how they work.
Yeah, that actually sucks. I will say, Paula's Choice, that way of describing it sucks, and they're way better than that. And they do way more impressive
It's a lot more
things.
complicated, but then also they're probably just trying to, get it in one line.
But that makes it sound like just it's doing nothing.
Yeah, it's just a goji berry.
Exosomes are incredible. They are the future of skincare. So the fact that this is exosomes is amazing. Then they've got acetyltrapezoid, tetrapeptide 2.
Easy. So easy to say.
It is a powerful AI-optimized peptide. Love that. We're using AI for skincare.
Wow.
Helping improve skin elasticity and hydration to maintain the skin's structural integrity and resilience as it ages. So it's now available at Paula's Choice or Sephora, and it's $115 AUD for 30 mils. So more expensive for Paula.
Okay, Paula, like that's a new category.
Not $300.
Not crazy. I mean, $300.
Yeah. And give it a try. It just, like, obviously I haven't had it for long enough to see any long-term results, but it's a sort of just everyday, really easy, beautiful serum. Very hydrating. Anyone can use it. Fine for all different skin types. You can use it morning and night, and it just is a really lovely hydrating serum on your skin.
Ooh, it feels lovely. You know what? I would be really curious to see how you feel about this in another couple of months because I do trust her when she says things. And as you were reading that, I was going, oh, that's exactly what my skin needs right now.
Well, I will report back.
Yeah, report back.
We'll report back.
I've been finishing things left, right, and center because I've set myself a bit of a rule to actually get through some of the
love
things
this,
that
though.
live in my cupboard. And I think the really hard bit with me in skincare is that my skin is just so sensitive. Like I pretty much live on a diet of CeraVe these days because it just went through a very period of hard times. However, I went to an event with Naturium and I tried their Multi-Peptide moisturizer, and I constantly, all the time, try new things, and my skin goes, nah, not today. And it loved it.
Is this the one in the tube?
It's the one in the tube.
I spoke about this recently because it blew. Like I'd had it in I shopped my own stash.
Oh, you did?
Because I heard people talking about it.
And you're like, I have that somewhere.
But I was kind of like, oh, I don't really know how I feel about tube moisturizers.
Yeah. I actually love the delivery method with the pump and the tube, and it has a lid so you can like stand it up on your desk. But I just found my skin looks so plump. I have to say, like, my skin is, I'm only 30, like I'm not really looking too much to signs of aging, but I just felt that it felt like nourished and plump and elastic and all those things that I'm starting to look for more from my moisturizer and demand more from my moisturizer. It was delivering on those.
I'm not trying to flatter you because I also never know how old anyone is. I swear to God, people like just sometimes don't, especially millennials. I know that that's older than you, but we don't age. Like I don't know how old people are.
Yeah.
But I would have assumed that you were maybe 23.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, so
Thank
you've got
you.
great skin.
I do sometimes still get ID'd, but I really feel like this moisturizer was that next step that I was looking for than just like, oh, it hydrates. Like I really feel like it rejuvenated as well. It's also affordable, $38, multi-peptides, encapsulated ethylated vitamin C, which if I had known that, I would not have tried it because I would have run for the hills with my sensitive skin, but it was fine. It was so fine. And honestly, I cannot like recommend it enough in terms of like, I actually think I will keep buying it and not go back to my CeraVe moisturizer, which is like crazy because I've used that for like nearly a year since my skin had a freak out.
I am really sad about this, but luckily I have discovered over the last few months the Laneige water bank because I'm so sad to have finished the Image Skincare Ageless Total Pure Hyaluronic Filler because I've got maybe 1.5 pipettes left. When I went to look at reordering it, it was $159. Now, $159 for a essentially a hyaluronic acid is so expensive. But when I tell you that this product is a prime example of ingredients simply and products simply not being made the same. This is not the same hyaluronic acid that you buy in a $30 formula. Yeah. It's just different. It is really thick, which kind of sounds gross, but it's just so thick and way more nourishing, way more hydrating than a lot more of the affordable
and there are a million
acids.
hyaluronic acids out there.
And to be fair, this is actually a bad comparison because it's not even in the same. I just meant in terms of a hydrating serum, but it does different things. This is purely hydrating, and I notice such a difference in my dry, dehydrated skin when I use it. So I am so devastated
that it's so expensive.
That it is so expensive, and that I finished it.
That the money is in the formulation. Like when you feel,
it's just a really good example of the money being not always, sometimes in the formulation.
Yeah.
So